everybody, this is Sancho West and welcome to some more Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta breakdown to prepare for the ultimate beta that's going to happen later this weekend. Here, I have a 3-series episode to break down the Uncharted 4 stream that happened this Tuesday featuring the multiplayer, of course. The first episode is going to be the new announcements. Second episode is going to be for all your loadout nerds out there. It's going to break down all the different loadout points and show you all the weapons as well. And the third episode is going to be raw gameplay breakdown, where we just pull little highlights of all the raw gameplay. And they're going to be here and here. This one's going to be available now. This one will be available soon. So now and soon. It might be soon and soon. Just pay attention to the annotations. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the other side and enjoy this episode. All right, let's start right out the gate with the Mysticals, the big dogs, here on Uncharted 4's multiplayer beta. Now, here's the most important thing that I would like to point out in this entire series regarding the beta stream breakdown is that how we, as an audience, can work and change this game as much as possible if we provide sound feedback. As you can see here, the developers for Uncharted 4 just a couple of months ago did not like how the old Chintamani Stone worked. As you can see here, the player initiates the Chintamani Stone, and there is a little circle area around them, an area that they revive everybody instantly. And so, Naughty Dog, seeing the data, gathered in the data, said, we do not like this. This is not how we intended the Chintamani Stone to work, as they saw people playing it at Paris Games Week, as they saw people playing it at the Australia PAX. Now, here's what I'm trying to say. Please be vocal and respectful about the things you want to see change in the beta, because Naughty Dog developers are going to listen. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the new Chintamani Stone, and here it is. They didn't like that it was a circle around the player and that it involved around the player. Now, it is a throwable mystical. You just simply throw it out, and within the zone, it instantly picks up the players in it. There's no revive time or anything like that. It's a fast support mystical. And that's what I like to see. I want to see a variety of mysticals. And you will see later on in this episode the 2 new mysticals that they introduced. But I just want to reiterate my point that we're going to see a lot of things that we could change, that we could help change, we could help mold, we could help shape this multiplayer as close as we want it to be. And they're going to start off with Team Deathmatch. And they already said that they're going to announce many different modes, but this beta will only feature the Team Deathmatch. My hunch is because Team Deathmatch involves a lot of gunplay, mysticals, sidekicks. It is the place where everything is going to be, and that's going to give us the opportunity to balance it all out. Here it is in action from the multiplayer stream. As you can see there, it looks pretty. It looks gorgeous. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Here is the new mystical they announced too during the Twitch stream. It is the Arimako staff from the Uncharted book called The Fourth Labyrinth. As you see here, it is a radar mystical. Again, another support mystical. You place the staff down and it emits a pulse radar action, kind of like a UAV, as you can see in most of the Call of Duty games. Now, the difference is that you don't need any kind of crazy rocket or anything like that to take this sucker out. You can actually damage it and destroy it just by simply finding it. And the great thing is that no matter if you're on the enemy team, you will be able to see the icon on the radar showing you where the staff is. The way the staff works is that your teammates will see the opposite team pulse just like a UAV, like I said, and the other team will know that they're on radar. Let's go ahead and show you that footage if you get seen with the Arimako staff. The footage right here, as you can see, an icon pops right up above you that says you're on radar, and when it's initiated, a white pulse goes through the map, so you'll be able to see it. Also, pay attention to the radar itself. There is a red icon letting you know that it's out there, and it shows you when it's pulsed, and then on top of that, the icon shows you when you're on radar and when you're off radar. It's very slow, it's very methodical. It's not a sense that you could see the enemy. You can't see the enemy through the walls. You can't be seen through walls or anything like that. Again, they wanted to stress that you're only seen on radars when you're shooting. Here it is. The staff is right there available for him to take out. Fortunately, he didn't take it out. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again. The staff is very easily seen. This example that's going to come up right now, as you can see, your teammate leads it. You see this epic looking pulse, and the guy was able to see that, hey, there's somebody behind me on the radar. As you can see in the top left, it is pulsing nice and slow, and you can track somebody. It's very nice. On to the next mystical. Indra's Eternity, look at that! Whoa, super slow. Indra's Eternity comes from an Uncharted motion comic book, and it's essentially a time curse. You throw the dagger, and in that area that's infected, all of the enemy team moves in super slow-mo. Now, a little bit about it. They could still run, they could still get into the cover, they could still roll, they could still melee, they could still throw nades, they could still shoot, but of course it's in super slow-mo. A lot of crazy things that could happen with this mystical. Some of the developers were talking about how you could pair it up with a C4. You could slow everybody down and throw a C4 in there, boom. You could pair it up with a Wrath of El Dorado. Everybody's in slow motion, and then your teammate throws a Wrath of El Dorado, then all of a sudden people are getting attacked by the spirits while they're stuck inside Eternity, that time curse. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the in-game footage of Indra's Eternity. Here's an example of it being thrown out. As you see, it looks like an underwater area is being shown. A nice little white ring is being shown. Anyone's affected. The guy on the top left is infected, and he's moving in slow motion, but he's still shooting. You could still get out of the area as long as you get out of that white chalk. Here is footage of it being very effective. He throws Indra's Eternity. He gets that guy in super slow-mo, and then he wrecks him with the shotgun. Oh, just straight nastiness right there. Indra's Eternity is going to create a lot of highlight plays. Imagine if you're the enemy and you decide, you know what, I'm still going to get you in that slow-mo bubble. Very nice. On to the sidekicks. All right, guys, now there's a lot of new information regarding each sidekick that we've learned as time goes on. Remember when I said that the Savior didn't have any firearms? Perhaps that changed. I'm not quite sure. But as you can see here in this upcoming footage, the Savior, aka the medic, does have a pistol firearm. Also, the Savior is not really tied to one person. The Savior can pick up teammates, and it could give your teammates gear, and it could give your teammates ammo. So there's lots of things that the Savior can do. Also, the sidekicks themselves do not have a timer. The sidekicks themselves have health. They have more health than usual, and also their health auto-regenerates as well. So if you see a sidekick out in the map, you want to do your best to bring them down as soon as possible. Now let's move on and take a look at the Hunter sidekick. Again, during the first breakdown, I said that the Hunter is only allowed to grab one person, and that's it throughout the entire span of them being on the map. Now, they did confirm that the Hunter will continue to grab another person as long as they're still alive. So they'll grab one person, move on, grab the next person, move on. And even though they get elbowed out, like if the player that's being grabbed breaks the hold, they will continue to move on to the next one. They don't get off the map until they die. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out is that if you kill a sidekick, the opposite team, of course, if you kill a sidekick, you get a lot more cash than killing a other player. It's very valuable to get rid of a sidekick, and the game rewards you as a counter to that. So you'll get like $200 or so for getting rid of these sidekicks, and I'm not sure if it's more if you kill a brute or if it's less if you kill a medic or a saver, things like that. So as you can see here, the Hunter doesn't have any weapons or firearms, but it grabs, and it's very deadly to partner up with and to follow, and we'll see some other footage of that in another episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sniper here. Now the sniper, again, there's some more details that they broke down in the stream itself. As you can see, the sniper is like a turret. And there's two things that I want to bring up about that, is that once you buy the sniper, you don't have to activate it immediately. You have the opportunity to drop it where you want. You could wait, you could buy it, go back into cover, come back out and drop it. Also, if you move away from your sniper, here's the thing that I thought that you could only leave your sniper there wherever you drop it. You have the ability to call back the sniper and then drop it again somewhere else. So say you venture far off on the map. As long as they're alive, you'll be able to do that. One thing I wanted to point out, they did confirm that the sniper does have a laser beam to notify the enemy team that they're being sought after or they're being targeted. So that, again, it's something that you can avoid. One thing that we want to point out as well is that all sidekicks earn cash when they attack the other team. So sidekicks have the ability to start earning you cash As you can see here in this footage, you get they got $25 per attack, things like that, and then they get more cash when they down. Now we're going to take a look at a sidekick that we've only heard in reports and we've never seen footage of yet, but during the stream they showed the Brute, the big dog with the heavy gun. As you see, it's very expensive. He has a lot of armor. At first, he moved at the same speed as the other sidekicks, but what they did is that they made him a lot slower. And again, he's very familiar if you guys played the single-player stories for Uncharted 2 and 3. These big guys, they lug around this big machine gun, but as well as they have the ability to climb, and it's just crazy to see these guys in action. And again, they earn cash as well. Now, a lot of you guys had some issues with that, the fact that the sidekicks earn cash, but now is the time to voice your concerns, because that's what the beta is all about. So that way we can get it right before launch.
A brief mention of Naughty Dog points. We were talking about it last week at Paris Games Week. And I think some of the reports that came out were a little inaccurate with what we were trying to do. But the idea is that there's some things in the game that you can actually you can get with Naughty Dog points, and when you start playing Uncharted 4 multiplayer, you actually get a little bit of this currency, so you could try out to see how it works. And you buy Naughty Dog points with real currency, so it's basically a virtual currency. And just the idea is that we've looked at the way that people have done this in other games. We've looked at the community's reaction to it. We've looked at the community's reaction to our announcement of Naughty Dog points. And we want to make sure that it's a really complex but really balanced system that everyone gets to use. And the idea for us is that we're not trying to create a new stream of money coming in for it. The idea is we want to support this game for a really long time. If you look at Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, those two multiplayer games still exist right now. We still have a multiplayer community that's playing with it, and it's been quite some time. And we want to be able to do that with Uncharted 4 as well, to be able to support the multiplayer games for it. And we don't have dedicated servers, so it reduces our cost to be able to maintain everything going on. And so we're thinking of this virtual currency system as a way to basically treat this game as a service so that we could keep it going for a really long time.
And are there opportunities to earn that currency just from playing?
Only from the money that we've given you from the beginning, but basically everything that you can buy with virtual currency you can also get from playing through the game. So we're not gating anything off so that only people that buy it that way, and there's nothing that actually changes your gameplay mechanics behind it either.
Thank you, Arnie. So here it is. Here's some of the cosmetic stuff that they were able to get a look at during the stream. Now again, this is the beta, so they wanted to make clear that we're not seeing everything that's to offer. But as you can see, there's a lot of familiar faces, and they said during the beta period, they won't be everybody available. So as of now, from what I've seen, I don't see any Chloe, I don't see Elena, I don't see Eddie Raja. Eddie Raja, we need you. And as you can see, look at the character models. This, again, this is a rip from the stream. So this is not like 100% pure action. It's not pure HD quality type of stuff, but wow, look at them. Amazing. Solo, you look old and haggard. But I cannot wait for everything that you can do. Now, there's going to be, as you can see here, there's a little taste of the heroes and villains. Look at this guy. He's rocking some baseball Oakley sunglasses, but it doesn't matter if he still has those Oakley sunglasses because he could still rock those sunglasses under a mask. He's never going to give them up, but he can also rock those sunglasses with aviators, double sunglasses hype. See, that's what I like about Uncharted. As you can know, is that it's just silly. It's just silly. It's very pulp action, high adventure, high stakes fun. Flynn and there's Marlowe. So I'm really excited about that we're gonna be able to have some of that silliness action here on Uncharted 4. And a lot of people who played The Last of Us were unable to get that. Now, here's the thing that I'm concerned about. Okay, because again, I don't work for Naughty Dog or anything like that. I'm one of you guys, so I could still voice my concerns and things like that. Where is our ability to customize our own guy? I love doing that in Uncharted 3. Again, they stated that the beta is not going to show everything that's available in the multiplayer. So, time will tell if we'll get that, but a part of me is concerned. Now, here is more on that thing regarding the microtransaction that Arnie was talking about. Here's what they were talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Boom! Vanity chess. Now, you see a lot of modern games share this thing in terms of NBA 2K has the starter packs and the My Team packs, and Battlefield has the battle chess packs, things of that sort. I'm honestly, I'm not 100% 100% committed to those things that affect gameplay. They did say in the stream that there will be some items in the chest that will allow you to unlock gameplay items. Not 100% sure what they are, but cosmetic unlocks in terms of vanity and vanity chests, I'm 100% behind. Cosmetic things like taunts, hats, silly things like that, skins, I'm totally down for. Nothing like that won't upset me. So here's the thing that they were Arnie was kind of touching on, is that there's a way to earn currency in game and there's a way to purchase currency itself via through microtransactions. Yes, I know, a dirty word. So from what I've noticed so far in the beta, now again they haven't confirmed this. They didn't say anything. They didn't even say the word microtransactions during the stream. From my opinion, the relics themselves are the stuff that you can earn in-game by running around, finding things on the map and things like that. During downs, sometimes your enemies drops relics. Sometimes the Sidekicks drop relics. All those kinds of things. They're going to drop during the match and you just collect them as time goes on. And then the orange is your Uncharted points, is the ones that you actually buy with money. Now, that's, again, we'll see. Time will go on. Maybe we'll figure it out when the beta hits later this weekend. Now, but just look how beautiful these player models are. They're unbelievably awesome. They're unbelievably detailed. And what I like about them is that their facial animations are so nice. Let's just look at the detail. It's just crazy. And I'm just excited. Look, Tenzin's all those hats there. But I'm just blown away by the level of detail. And this is for a multiplayer. Again, they're gonna try to lock it in at 60 frames per second. And in these taunts, there's just going to be so many of those awesome taunts. I cannot wait. And of course, there's going to be people doing vanity chests. I can't wait to hoard a bunch of relics and just open up as many as possible to see what I can get. But that tuxedo, everybody looks so dapper in. So comment down below and let me know what you guys think about the microtransactions as you find out more information. Again, this is not everything that they've announced about it. Some of it is my speculation. But let me know down below. Alright guys, that is it. A lot of new crazy announcements, 2 new mysticals. Who's to know if they're going to bring more mysticals? I will always be there for you. I will break down things so you don't have to here on Sancho Wars Gaming. Don't forget to subscribe. It is free if you want to be up to date with all Uncharted. And again, here is the next episode in the 3 series breakdown. And here's the playlist for all the Uncharted-ness that you need coming up for Uncharted 4. Thank you again. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day. And as always, ooh, yeah, peace. Bye, guys. See you later.
Sancho.